In the realm of Stoic philosophy, the company one keeps is not a matter of mere social convenience. It is a choice that shapes the contours of one's character and destiny. Epictetus, a sage of Stoicism, counseled with piercing clarity. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. To embody this wisdom is to recognize that each interaction weaves into the fabric of our being, either strengthening or unraveling our resolve to live virtuously. Stoics advocate for a fellowship of the wise, where companions serve as mirrors reflecting our truest selves, challenging us to rise above pettiness and strive for excellence. In such company, one finds a sanctuary of growth, where encouragement and constructive critique replace flattery and idle talk. It is here, in the midst of aspirants of virtue, that one's well-being is nurtured, and the soul is emboldened to pursue its highest potential. Thus, in the Stoic view, to choose one's companions is to choose one's fate. Let it be a choice made with the gravitas it rightfully deserves. Stoicism identifies 7 types of people who can hinder your progress. Number 1. Complainers. In the Stoic tradition, the presence of habitual complainers is likened to a pervasive fog that clouds judgment and saps vitality. These individuals, entrenched in their grievances, often fail to see beyond the veil of their discontent, casting a shadow of negativity that can engulf those around them. The Stoics, with their emphasis on inner fortitude and rationality, advise a measured response. Limit one's exposure to such draining influences or, when avoidance is not possible, cultivate a mental detachment. This detachment is not one of indifference but of perspective, recognizing that the power of external complaints to affect one's inner state is granted, not inherent. By mentally distancing oneself, one preserves their energy for constructive endeavors, focusing on actionable solutions rather than fruitless rumination. It is through this disciplined approach that one can maintain their equanimity, ensuring that the wellspring of their spirit remains unpolluted by the torrents of others' dissatisfaction. Thus, the Stoic path teaches us to navigate the presence of complainers with grace, safeguarding our serenity and purpose amidst the cacophony of chronic discontent. Number 2. Drama magnets. Stoicism teaches the art of maintaining tranquility amidst life's tempests, and this includes the whirlwinds stirred by those known as drama magnets. These individuals seem to exist in a perpetual state of crisis, their lives a theater of turmoil that threatens to draw in unsuspecting bystanders. The Stoic response to such chaos is not to become ensnared but to practice selective unavailability, a strategic retreat that allows one to remain focused on their own path. This is not an act of callousness but a recognition of one's limited resources, time, energy, and emotional bandwidth, and the importance of allocating them wisely. By choosing when and how to engage, one protects their inner citadel from unnecessary disturbance. The Stoic's journey is one of self-mastery and purpose, and while compassion remains a virtue, it is tempered with the discernment to know when involvement serves growth and when it hinders it. In the dance of life, the Stoic learns to move with intention, sidestepping the dramas that do not align with their highest good, thus preserving their peace and progress. Number 3. Naysayers. In the Stoic lexicon, naysayers emerge as formidable adversaries to our inner fortitude. Their relentless negativity, like corrosive acid, eats away at our confidence and breeds seeds of doubt. Yet, the Stoics, ever pragmatic, offer a counter-strategy: seek advice. Rather than succumbing to the undertow of skepticism, we can harness the power of inquiry. When faced with naysayers, we pivot, asking for their counsel, inviting their perspective. In this dance of dialogue, we flip the script. Their cynicism becomes an opportunity for growth. We listen, discern, and sift through their words. Perhaps hidden within their skepticism lies a kernel of truth, a perspective we hadn't considered. By engaging them, we transform their negativity into a catalyst for constructive feedback. Stoicism teaches us that even the most ardent naysayer can unwittingly guide us toward clarity. So, let us embrace their challenge, not as an obstacle, but as a stepping stone on our journey toward wisdom and resilience. Number 4. Victims. In the Stoic lexicon, victims emerge as formidable adversaries to our inner fortitude. Their perpetual lamentations echo through the corridors of existence, blaming external forces for their woes. Stoicism, however, unfurls a different narrative, one of agency and accountability. The Stoics remind us that our reactions to life's vicissitudes are within our control. To be a victim is to relinquish this power, casting oneself adrift on the turbulent seas of circumstance. Yet, we need not be swept away. Instead, we set boundaries, a fortress of self-respect. We recognize that compassion, while noble, must not morph into enabling. We avoid becoming their rescuer, for in doing so, we risk drowning alongside them. Stoicism teaches us to extend empathy without sacrificing our own well-being. We offer a hand, but we do not carry their burdens. By holding firm to our boundaries, we honor our own agency, refusing to be mere spectators in the theater of life. Thus, let us navigate the currents of victimhood with wisdom, charting a course toward resilience and self-mastery. Number 5. Toxic Positivists. In the Stoic view, the toxic positivist is a paradoxical figure. While Stoicism values the strength to remain unperturbed by misfortune, it also recognizes the necessity of confronting and processing negative emotions. Toxic positivists, in their insistence on a facade of unrelenting cheer, inadvertently stifle the very process that leads to genuine tranquility. They dismiss the full spectrum of human emotion, equating sadness or anger with weakness, thereby hindering emotional growth. The Stoic approach, conversely, is to acknowledge the complexity of life and the legitimacy of all emotions. It teaches us to navigate through our feelings, not to suppress them. By understanding and accepting our emotional responses, we can extract wisdom from them and return to a state of balance. This balanced state is not one of constant positivity, but of profound resilience, capable of enduring life's ebbs and flows with grace. Thus, Stoicism does not deny negativity. It provides the tools to transform it into a path towards self-improvement and inner peace. Number 6. Manipulators. In the Stoic philosophy, manipulators are seen as agents of discord, adept at twisting circumstances for their own gain. Their machinations can ensnare even the most vigilant among us, leaving a trail of exploitation in their wake. The Stoic, however, is not defenseless. One potent countermeasure is the practice of fogging, a technique of agreeing with any truth in the manipulator's statements without conceding to their demands. This method disarms the manipulator by removing the conflict they thrive on, without compromising one's own integrity. Additionally, setting clear boundaries is paramount. It is a declaration of one's values and limits, a line drawn in the sand beyond which the manipulator cannot tread without consequence. By establishing these boundaries, the Stoic reclaims autonomy, ensuring that interactions are governed by mutual respect, not ulterior motives. In doing so, one navigates the treacherous waters of manipulation with the steadiness of a captain at the helm, charting a course toward personal sovereignty and peace. Number 7. Time vampires. In the Stoic philosophy, time vampires are those who, perhaps unwittingly, encroach upon our most precious resource, time. They are the chronic interrupters, the unplanned meetings, the unforeseen requests that, collectively, drain our energy and disrupt our schedule. The Stoic response to such disruptions is twofold: employ time management methods and master the art of saying no. Time management, a cornerstone of Stoic practice, involves prioritizing tasks, batching similar activities, and scheduling moments for deep work. It is a proactive shield against the chaos of the day. Saying no, however, is the reactive spear. It is not a blunt refusal, but a strategic response, delivered with tact and clarity. It is the recognition that not every demand warrants our attention, and that in safeguarding our time, we are also protecting our capacity to engage in meaningful work and contemplation. By combining these approaches, The Stoic fortifies themselves against the insidious drain of time vampires, ensuring that each day is lived with intention and purpose. Embracing Stoicism is not merely about personal fortitude. It's about cultivating an environment conducive to growth. By being mindful of the influences around us, be they complainers, drama magnets, or naysayers, and setting firm boundaries, we create a space where tranquility and virtue can flourish. This selective tending to our social garden allows us to nurture relationships that inspire and challenge us, fostering a community that supports our Stoic journey. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching. Remember, every interaction is an opportunity to practice Stoicism, to choose who we let into our lives and how we let them affect us.